What's up, Cubs baseball channel? Jameson Taillon is coming to Arizona. He's going to rejoin the big league team. We're going to talk about that as well as some other injury updates that include one of the Cubs pitching prospects going down with what looks like an arm injury in Iowa. That and more on the Cubs baseball channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell. Here is your invitation to come hang out with us and talk some Cubs baseball. What's up, everybody? We talked earlier this week about Jose Cuas finally getting demoted and the Cubs bringing up Keegan Thompson. He was good in his first outing with the Cubs against the Mariners the other night, but there is more help on the way. Jameson Taillon, he had 3 2/3 innings pitched, 68 pitches, 0 runs, 4 strikeouts in his second rehab start with Tennessee. I know Craig Counsell said he wanted to get these guys near 100 pitches. That's where he feels confident in his starters, but the Cubs are desperate for some starting pitching help, and it has been reported that Jameson Taillon is going to meet the Cubs in Arizona and that his next start will be for the big league team. Now, we don't know if it's going to fall in that Arizona series or maybe back when the Cubs come home to play Miami next weekend, but what we do know is that Jameson Taillon is going to be back with the big league club. There might be some ripple effects. We're not sure who would be sent down yet because the move isn't official, but you got to think that this is good news for the Cubs. I know he struggled last year, maybe didn't live up to that contract the way a lot of people hoped, but he was putting a ton of work in over the offseason. And both Mick, who is broadcasting the Tennessee Smokies right now, won't be able to join us on the show. And I agree, he was primed for a big season should he stay healthy. Well, now he's getting healthy, and he's going to be coming up to the big league club. I'm excited to see what he can do in year 2 of his contract with the Cubs, and it'll be nice to have him back in the rotation. Now, some potential targets for who might get sent down, maybe Yency Almonte, maybe Keegan Thompson already, if they're feeling like he might need to go back down. I think Ben Brown has done enough to kind of assume his role and continue in the big leagues. It'll be something to keep an eye on that who might go down, but it's certainly exciting news that Taillon will be coming up some point within the next week. Some other injury news: Justin Steele. Craig Counsell told reporters he's making progress. He's getting up on a mound, but there's still a ways to go. He'll be throwing a bullpen today, potentially right even as we even speak or as you guys are listening to this. Hopefully there are no more setbacks because the Cubs definitely need their ace back. He finished 4th. Don't know how he wasn't top 3 in the Cy Young voting a year ago. 16 wins for the Cubs, an ERA that was below 3 for the majority of the season until those last couple outings bumped him over to 3.06. He's a workhorse. He'll get you 6-7 innings. He doesn't walk a lot of guys. He's your ace, and there's a reason he started on opening day. And matter of fact, he was dealing on opening day before that hamstring strain, but he's working through his rehab, and he should be back with the big league club, they said, around May. May 1st was a target date for Justin Steele, another guy that would be a huge boost to this struggling staff, rotation, bullpen, etc. But Justin Steele making some progress, and he's going to be coming up to the big leagues relatively soon, starting to throw some bullpens and get back stretched out, testing the hamstring. So it'll be nice to have him back whenever it does happen. So far, good news for him. Transitioning over to some bad news. Cubs 29th ranked prospect Kohl Franklin left Iowa Cubs' game with what looked like a significant arm injury. They officially called it a forearm issue. Anybody who watches baseball knows a forearm issue is kind of a buzzword for you blew your arm out, maybe some UCL, maybe some Tommy John. And I know that's been the trend around the big leagues, that pitchers are blowing their arm out. And a lot of people are blaming the pitch clock or the increased attention on spin rates and velocity. But the fact of the matter is, baseball has a problem right now with some of their best pitchers going down. Garrett Cole, Spencer Strider, but there's some trickle-down effect. And you look into the minor leagues, it's happening too. Unfortunately for the Cubs, Kohl Franklin is one of those players. He was having a great start to the year. He was a guy that I think many expected to make his big league debut in 2024 at some point, if not early 2025. He's been in the Cubs system for a long time. So Kohl Franklin going down, we will report more once we hear it, but it's definitely a scary thing for Cubs fans to see, especially when the big league rotation is so thin. You want that minor league rotation to be healthy because you never know who you might need to plug and place in and see what happens. But Kohl Franklin, our best guess is he's going to miss some time with that arm injury, which is a little bit unsettling. Hayden Wesneski's looked good too. He had a nice outing piggybacking the other day. 3 2/3 scoreless, so that's good to see out of Hayden Wesneski. I'm sure if the Cubs need him, they're starting to stretch him out, pitching into that 4th inning out of the pen. So might kind of serve that swing role if they need him. He's another guy that's been kind of on track to join the team at some point this year should they need him. And Patrick Wisdom and Matt Mervis keep raking in Iowa. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And if the Cubs want to bring either of those power hitters up, I know Mervis is a lefty, plays just first. Wisdom, we know he's a righty. We've seen him before. He'll probably come up once he's healthy. Mick and I discussed probably Miles Mastrobuoni gets sent down, but it's something to keep an eye on. Wisdom provides a little bit more versatility. He can play first, third, and the outfield. The only problem is none of the positions really well, but he can definitely hit the ball with some power. So he's another guy to keep an eye on. But yes, Jameson Taillon, he'll be back with the club soon. Justin Steele on his way. Kohl Franklin goes down with an injury. That's our show for today. Thank you guys for subscribing, listening, sharing with all your Cubs baseball friends. We appreciate all the support and all the attention. We hope to see some good Jameson Taillon pitching soon in a Cubs uniform, because that looks like what's going to happen. Cubs Mariners, don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow morning with the recap, and we will see you next time on the Cubs Baseball channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe.